Hey folks, just another vlog from the UK here. I'm in a place called, I think it's called Clisford Park in Stoke Newington area of like north east London, beginning of North London, I suppose. And behind me is a really, really old church that's just called Old Church that I think was first built in 1083. And then the church, maybe you can see just behind that big tree there, is St. Mary's Church. It's a big church, and behind me is Church Street in Stoke Newington, which is a pretty famous street. Lots of pubs and bars and nice restaurants. So I was in a park. Well, it's an old cemetery east of here called Abney Park, and it's just a beautiful old historical cemetery. And in it is a war memorial. There's a couple of different war memorials in it, but the one I went to was a memorial for airmen who've died in World's Wars 1 and 2. And it's quite a beautiful place. The only cherry blossom trees that I noticed were right over the cemetery, and it was just snowing cherry blossoms onto the memorial. It was quite beautiful. It was really moving, actually. I definitely felt something walking through that cemetery. It was actually incredible. Also buried there, a couple other historical figures, William and Catherine Booth, who started the Salvation Army. They're the founders of the father and the mother of the Salvation Army. Another historical figure who is in there is Dr. Isaac Watts, who is a nonconformist Christian minister who wrote many poems and hymns, including Joy to the World. So that was really interesting being in there, and it was kind of unexpected. So this is my last day in London. I just decided to walk up here for my last day because I stayed near here the last time I was here, and I really liked the area. But that was the first time I visited that Abney Park and cemetery, which was really fascinating and actually quite emotional. I've had a great time here in London. I lucked out. I found a very reasonable room in a house down by the canal, which is kind of that Hackney, Haggerston area. And it's just a great location. You can walk to Islington or a neighborhood called Angel Islington. You can walk in the other direction towards I still don't have my bearings in the city yet, but in the other directions towards Broadway Market, which is a great place in Hackney, very lively place. Lots of cool cafes and some restaurants on the canal, and some of the canal people living on the canal in their canal boats and that life. So it's really interesting, and I'm really glad I managed to snag that accommodation here, and I was very lucky. I went to see a couple of shows here. I went to check out a jazz club called Vortex Jazz Club, and I saw a really eclectic singer there who was blending different styles together. She was sang in Hebrew and English, and she was combining like Ganawa music, West African music, jazz, a little bit of klezmer kind of stuff. It was really hard to label, actually, because she blended it quite well. So that was really interesting. That's one of the more experimental jazz clubs in East London. And then the day after that, some of you may saw my post about the jam that I went to at the Yago in Dalston, which is just south of where I am now. And that's a really cool venue. They have lots of different kinds of music, a lot of African, diasporic, Caribbean music, Afrobeats, jazz, fusion, whatever. I mean, really, they're very open to anything. And yeah, I showed up and when I showed up to the place, they were doing like a capoeira circle, which is really interesting. So I watched that for a bit, and then they opened up the jam, and the host band started playing. I'm like, wow, these guys are incredible. Can I hang with them? You know, like it was a little intimidating at first, but then I got up and started playing, and it was just felt so natural and so great to be playing with great musicians and feeling sort of accepted there. Everyone was really friendly and cool. Some of the guys I was playing with, you know, wanted to connect and ask for my contact info. And yeah, I just thought that was really great and really refreshing, considering I don't always have those experiences showing up to jams. Showing up to jams is its own thing, and it can be kind of stressful, you know, not knowing what you're getting into. You're hauling your instrument there, especially at bass, and you don't know when you're going to go on or what, you know, what the dynamic is, you know. But it was a great vibe, and I'm so glad that I dragged myself out there, because, you know, this whole well, I guess it's been 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks since I've been here now. It's been the session last week was incredible, of course, and as I talked about in my last video, and just planning all of this. It was a lot of organization, a lot of thought put into it, and organization, and practice and work, and it's I did the first part of it anyways. I am going to France tomorrow to collaborate more with Simon Webster, my friend Simon Webster, who was with us on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, the master percussionist, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to Périgueux tomorrow. I'm flying out from London Gatwick and going to continue this project there. That will be the second stage of the project, and the final stage will be you know, Montreal, having it mixed remotely with Steve, but also finding a good video editor and colorist. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this venture. It was something that I was second guessing and was quite stressed about it for a while, but it was a big project. There's a lot to organize, and I had a lot going on in my head. But it's been actually kind of a relaxing time here in London for the most part, because I haven't gone to central London or anything. I've just been hanging out in East London, and well, this is technically North London, and just having a really nice time here. I'm just gonna sit down here. See the steeple in the background there. This is a really nice area, obviously not touristy, and just lots of locals, families, dogs. And so yeah, it was a successful trip to the UK, and I love hanging out in East London. It's a great vibe here, and it's a real melting pot of cultures and cuisine, and some really eclectic music venues. It's great. I'm going to continue to come back here, and hopefully with this new project that I'm doing, and this album that's coming out, I'll get to come back here and play some shows and tour. And that would be the next step in applying for some festivals. And I should also mention that I hung out with my cousin Jeremy, who lives here, yesterday in Hackney, and we hung out at a pub and had some pints and some pizza and had a great time. So shout out to Jeremy Coleman, my cousin. And today I went and met Howie Gill, who played on the session last week, played drums on the session last week. He plays with several artists here in London, and is in the coffee business as well. So yeah, it was overall just a great time here, and I'm certainly going to miss it. But I'll be back, and I think that's it for now. I'm going to sign off. I'm pretty tired from all of this. I'm probably just going to have a relaxing evening and walk around a bit more, go have some food at a pub, and then off to France tomorrow. All right, well, that's it for my UK vlog, I think. I'm going to do a more extensive one on all that's happened over the last 2 weeks, covering some of the stuff we did in the studio and some footage from there. Okay, signing off. Have a good day or evening wherever you are. All right, bye for now. Cheers.
with our unbeatable EasyJet Holidays price guarantee. Search EasyJet Holidays.